Everyone who knew Clarence Hammond adored him.
He was a very loving kind of man. He was a selfless man.
They say the 33-year-old prison corrections officer was such a good dad, he could be elected Father of the Year.
He always thought about someone else before himself. He loved his kids.
So who on earth would want Clarence dead? On that fateful night, Clarence and his girlfriend were returning to their apartment in Madison Heights, Michigan, when cops say she saw a man coming towards them.
He wanted them to empty their pockets. He tried to make it look as though it was a robbery, but it wasn't a robbery.
Our Detroit affiliate WXYZ reporting that the suspect fired one shot, hitting Clarence in the head. His life snuffed out in an instant. Police released this composite sketch of a man they want to talk to in connection with the murder.
There were demands made, yes. However, there was nothing taken.
Is that significant to you?
Yes. I don't believe that there was an intent to rob him. I believe the intent was to kill him.
Sergeant Mark Zupik says at first, detectives were operating under the theory that someone ordered a hit on Clarence because of his job at the prison, but none of those leads panned out. Eventually, the investigation took a much more sinister turn.
An assassination, and for the purposes of something very personal, for the benefit of getting Clarence Hammond out of their life.
Detectives and Clarence's own parents believe the killer may in fact be someone much closer to home. Cops have several suspects, and one of them is this woman, Clarence's ex-wife, Tabitha Moore.
The very first thing that went through my mind is that his ex-wife have had him set up. There was a custody battle for the kids, and she knew that she was about to lose the kids.
About a month before the murder, records reportedly show Clarence called police after his ex-wife allegedly assaulted him during a visit at their son's doctor's office.
She pushed him, she hit him.
And the doctor actually was going to testify against her.
Moore was later charged with domestic assault and battery, but prosecutors dropped the case after Clarence was killed.
Is the ex-wife a suspect?
Yes.
Is she the only suspect?
No. I believe that Tabitha Moore had an active part in this, or the planning of it.
WXYZ reports in these police records, Moore accused Clarence of sexually abusing their sons, ages 4 and 5. Child Protective Services determined that Moore was coaching the boys. Clarence was cleared after he passed a polygraph.
Turn yourself in, do what's right.
As the investigation unfolds, friends and family gather near the spot where the man with such a gentle soul was viciously gunned down.
He's a good guy, he's a good father, he was a good man. The family is very close. His boys are gonna miss him, that's what he lived for. He lived for his boys.
Tabitha Moore has not been charged with any crime because at this point, police say they don't have any physical evidence tying her to the murder. WXYZ has reached out several times to Moore, but she has not returned the calls. She's since moved out of state with the children, leaving Clarence's parents to suffer in a prison of pain.
It's been 4 years already and we haven't seen them. We haven't talked to them, absolutely no communication at all.
It's like they got 3 for 1. It's like the murder got 3 for 1.